Alright, so for this trick, I would explain to the spectator that we're going to shuffle up the deck, but it's going to be a little bit different. What I'm going to be doing is handing you sections of cards, and you're just going to be mixing these up however you would like. And when you're done giving these a mix, you can hand these back to me, and I will place them on the bottom of the deck like this. We're going to mix up the entire deck just like this. So I would give the spectator some more cards, and they can mix these up. And then if the spectator wanted to, they could turn these over and place them on the bottom as well. It doesn't matter. And if the spectator wanted to, I could have them take the deck, spread off some cards, mix them up in their hand, and place them on the bottom. And even the spectator could take over at this point, so they could mix up cards and maybe put them on the bottom, take cards and put them on the bottom until we have one face down card. Once we're all set, I would say, okay, let's go ahead and take the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the top 5 cards, and let's go over the whole trick here. The deck was shuffled, and you really mix it up however you wanted. And once we were done with that, we took the top 5 cards. Now let's take a look at these and see what we have. So, the first card happens to be the Ace of Spades. Really good card. But what about the next one? In this case, the Jack of Spades. Okay. The next one is the Ten of Spades, the King of Spades, and last but not least, we're going to end with the Queen of Spades. So that is a royal flush in spades, and that is today's trick. If you would like to learn how this is done, be sure to stick around for the tutorial. But before we do that, I'm actually going to get into today's deck review. So, in case you don't know, if you happen to be new or you missed a few of my previous videos, it was my birthday last month, and I actually got some new decks for my birthday, and so far I've reviewed about 3 of them. So the first deck was the Theory 11 Avengers deck, which I showed all the decks, and it was in my 100 subscriber Q&A, so make sure you check out that video. The next deck was the Odyssey deck, okay? So, really nice deck here. The next deck was the Peanut Snoopy deck. So, not a deck for Magic, but a really nice collectible deck. And this would make it 4, but I actually reviewed the Black Seafarers, okay? So, those were the 4 decks I reviewed. Now, I did pick out the next deck review, but I'm going to give you guys a chance to vote for the next deck review if you would like to vote. If you don't, I'll just pick out the next deck. But one of the decks is actually called Holy Saints, okay? So these are of all the saints, okay? So a really nice collectible here. The next deck is the Amazing Spider-Man, another nice collectible as well. The next one is the Black Medieval, and I actually have the white version as well, okay? So, I didn't know there was a black version, but here we are. The next deck is Navigators, another nice deck. And this is a 2-pack, but they're both bicycles. This is a black bicycle, and this is a red bicycle. But they're different than bicycles. So I'll go over these one more time at the end. But these are the decks you can choose from. But I already picked out the next deck. And that deck happens to be Hellions. Or Hellions. I'm not too sure how you say it. But this is the deck. So let's get into the deck review. So as you can see here, it's like a dark blood red. It might be hard to tell on camera. I think right here you can tell. There's like a line that runs down. Sort of like a snake tail in a way. And it ends right here. Okay, maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. And then it has Hellions, or Hellions, embossed, so raised, right here. So this is the front design of the deck. Or the box. This is the bottom of the box, so it has M. So I'm guessing for Daniel Madison right there. That must have been his logo back then. This is the other side of the box, and it actually says, don't play cards, okay? It's very hard to see, very faint, but it says don't play cards. Then the other side says with the devil. And then the back design is this. Okay, so this is sort of what the back design of the cards is going to look like, minus this little flap right here. Okay, so this is the back design. Look how intricate and just how beautiful that is. Look at all the shapes and everything. And if we read this little line, it says, open and forfeit all, okay? And notice how there's little red dots on all the corners. Just those nice little touches. And then on the bottom, finally, it says, created and distributed by the Illusionist Playing Card Company, San Rafael, I probably said that wrong, California, made in Belgium. So now we're going to open it and forfeit all. But right here it says, as above, so below. Right there. Now, when we open up this flap further, you're going to see this design. Okay, I'm going to take the cards out so you can see it better. Okay, hopefully those don't fall. But this is going to be the design. So sort of like the bottom here. But right here is a lot bigger. Okay. Then the one flap has that, and the other flap has this. So this is really the tuck case, and you can probably see peeking through the bottom there, it has a devil, and it says, sexy devil. Then there's something on the side, I just don't know what that is. Okay, so it's actually on that side, right there. Okay. I think right there you can see it. But that is the tuck case. Very nice. Now let's get into the cards. So what are you going to receive? Well, first thing, let's go over the back design. This is the back design, and it actually matches. I'm going to bring this down a tad. But as you can see, it sort of matches the back design right here. There's like the little red dots. There's not that open and forfeit all the saying, but it's pretty much the same as the box here, okay? So you can pause the video, but this is what the back looks like. Now, what cards do you get? Okay, so this card is actually a double backer. So you're going to receive a double backer, which is just one double backer. So very nice card. This next card, I'm not too sure what it is, but it has the Ace of Clubs, as you can see here. And then it has the Three of Hearts. So some sort of gimmick or gaff card. I'm not too sure what to do with this. But this is the other card you receive. And finally, you're going to receive two jokers here. Now, the one joker is going to have like a feather or fountain pen with some ink. Remember how it said open and forfeit all, okay? So you're going to have a feather with a fountain pen, like you're going to sign something, obviously. And then you're going to have a deed right here. Now, the deed, it says sole deed of ownership, okay? Now, this is as close as I can bring it, but I will read it to you. And then I noticed something for the back design, which we will get to at the end. So it says, I, the undersigned soul bearer, declaring myself to be of sound mind and body, despite all and any evidence to the contrary, hereby pledge, give, and guarantee my eternal and immortal soul to the undersigned soul taker, freely and free of excessive coercion, for a period never ending and not shorter than eternity. I, the soul bearer, hereby renounce all other claims on my soul, relinquishing ownership unto the soul taker, this contract standing as a bill of sale, lacking condition or qualification. The soul belongs to the soul taker, devoid of regard to circumstances, unchangingly, infinitely, perfectly, eternally, or perfectly. Then it has soul taker and it's signed, and then it has soul bearer, and it's not signed. Okay, so right here, they're going to take your soul. These are the two jokers. Now on the back, you probably saw, but it took me a while to notice this. There's like 4 little devil things right here, okay? So I'm going to let you see the top 2, which are like the bottom 2. So these are going to be the 4 cards you're going to receive. Now, let's get into the court cards and the aces. And then we'll get into the number cards. So the first group I'm going to start with are the jacks. Okay, so here's the first one, the jack of clubs. Gonna let you look at that for a few minutes, and just look how different he is compared to like a bicycle jack. He's not yellow and blue and red. He's actually like gray and white with some red. And he has a beard too. This is the jack of hearts. Now it's like the bicycle jacks. I'm gonna be comparing all the cards to bicycle standards. Except that they're like red and gray and black, and black, excuse me. But his eyes are closed there. Same thing with the jack of spades. It's like everything is the same except the clothes and his eyes are closed. Last but not least, the jack of diamonds. Once again, everything's the same except the color of the clothes and his eyes are closed. Now, we have the queens. So here is the first queen, okay? So you guys probably get the pattern now, so I'm not going to keep on saying it. But these are each of the cards here. So I noticed for all of the queens here, except one, this one is different. So her eyes are open, her face is Daniel Madison face, okay, what he would put on the cards. And then her hair is different. So if we spread these out, we're going to see all of, okay, so the jack of clubs, his eyes are open, the rest aren't. And then the queen of diamonds, her eyes are open, but the rest aren't, okay? So maybe you can see this, maybe you can't. But right here, oh, crap. Okay, so I'm going to pick up my cards because they just fell. Okay, I think we're good. Gonna place these somewhere else. Okay, so these were the jacks and the queens. Sorry about that little interruption there. I bumped the cards and they fell all over. Now, we're going to do the kings and the aces. Okay, so here is the first king. And as you can see, he looks different. To me, he looks younger. His eyes are open. The King of Hearts is the next one. Now, he is really different. I know he's called a Suicide King, but look how old, and he has devil horns, and look at that sword. He has a beard. How amazing does the King of Hearts look? Same with the King of Spades. Look at that. Amazing. And look, I found a little reveal here. 9 of Spades, okay? He has like an earring. He has a beard there. Just amazing. But the King of Diamonds also has a reveal. Not only is he Daniel Madison, but he has the 9 of Clubs. So you have the 2 kings here with both black 9s for a reveal. Then you have both black 9s in the deck. Okay, so you can do some trick with that. If I can come across any, I will make a video on it. Now, the Ace of Clubs, okay? So look at that. Just a normal ace. Nothing to worry about. Now, the Ace of Hearts is the same, except I noticed with all the red cards, they have like a sort of black outline on them. Might be hard to tell, but it's like black. Here is the Ace of Spades. Just a normal ace. Nothing to worry about. But we have the Ace of Diamonds, which happens to be my favorite ace. And look at this card right here. It says, don't play cards with the devil. Here's the devil. He has like a cane, sort of. And gonna... Okay, I think you can see that right there. Look how amazing that Ace of Diamonds is right there. These are all of the court cards, okay? Now we're going to get into the number cards, and hopefully I pick them all up. But let's get into these. Nothing much to go over, so I'm going to zip by these pretty quick. But you can still look at them. So the black cards are going to remain the same, okay? And the red cards will remain the same too, except that black outline. And the pips aren't as big either, okay? So I'm not going to be taking much time on these. The reds do look deeper, or richer. So, face down card, 2 of clubs, okay. So, nothing to really go over. I went over everything, which there was a design for. Okay. And we're nearing the end. So, that was the deck. These were the Hellions, I'm not too sure how you say it. But right there you go. That was the deck review. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Now, let's get into today's trick, okay? Now, this can be used as a force as well, but I used it as a trick. So let me know if you have seen this anywhere. I couldn't find this anywhere, so I put it together using an old force I know. And this is how you're going to do this. So you're going to start off this trick or force by really taking out any number of cards you want. Now in this case, I took out a royal flush. You don't have to. So a royal flush consists of 10, jack, queen, king, and ace. Take out whatever you would like. 1 card, 2 card, whatever. And you're going to put these in whatever order you would like. After that, you're going to flip over the rest of the cards in your hand. You're going to take your force cards, turn them face down, and put them on the bottom. So this is going to be your setup. You have all face-up cards, and then you have a few face-down cards. And this is all you're going to do. So you can go up to your spectator and say you're going to help them mix up the cards. Now if you want to, you can do false shuffles, false cuts, whatever you would like. Just don't flash the bottom card, okay? Because they'll notice a few things. Number one, they might remember this card at the end, or multiple cards, depending on how many you flash. Two, they might notice, hey, if this is face up, why is this face up? Shouldn't it be face down? And number three, just forgot what I was saying there. I think it was don't flash the bottom. You just don't want to flash the bottom, okay? If you do false cuts, just be careful with the bottom. I forgot what I was saying, so let's go on. But the main point is don't flash the bottom. Okay, so now let's start. You're going to peel off a few cards. Now, if you trust your spectator, they can hold it, and they can peel off some cards as well. Doesn't matter, make sure they don't flash the bottom. Okay, that's going to be very important. So they take off some cards, and they give these a mix-up. When they're done, they're going to turn these over and put them on the bottom. Now, what is this going to do? This is going to turn your force card or cards face down, and then all the cards they mixed up face down as well. So if you mix up these cards and you turn them face down at the bottom, okay, you're going to keep on doing that until you get to the first face down card. After that, you're done. You know you have your 5 cards here. So after we're done, I say, okay, let's take the top 5 cards. Don't draw any special attention to it. Just take the top 5. And now you can really do whatever you would like, but I like to lead them into a royal flush. So you can do Magician's Choice. If you are playing poker, what hand would you like? Whatever you would like. What's your favorite card? What suit is your favorite? What are the highest cards in a deck? Whatever you would like. And then you can reveal the 5 cards. Or, if you did this as a force, you can say, here, take the top card or multiple cards. I don't want to see them. And they can remember those. Maybe once you're done, you can cut the deck, keep a break, and do a force. Or really any force you would like. Just work your way back up to the top. But that is really how you're gonna do it. Just a nice trick. And let me know if you've seen that anywhere. So I'll go over that one more time. So you're gonna have your group of cards, okay? You're gonna have the rest of the cards face up, and these face down at the bottom. They're going to take groups of cards, mix these up, and turn them face down on the bottom. And then do it again. Take cards, mix them up, face down on the bottom. And keep on doing that until you run into the face down card. And then you can hand these off and say, remember this, or remember these. You can say, let's take the top 5. You can force them, whatever you would like. But that is the force, the trick, whatever you would like to call it. So I hope you really enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoyed the deck review. Let me know what deck review you would like to see next. Can't speak right. Whether it's these bicycle decks, it's either the Navigator or the Medieval, or maybe it's the Spider-Man or the Holy Saints. If no one votes on a deck, I'll just choose one. But that's it, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe too. Bye.